Hello everyone. For today's workout we have a lot of legs, so it'll be a really good one. The first part is 5 rounds, not for time. The reason for this being is that this is more of a strength training workout, so you want to be really intentional in isolating these muscle groups rather than bouncing in and out of it as fast as possible just to get the fastest time. So this is not for time, this is for the weight that you're using if you are using a weight. So a way to scale this is by just doing 3 or 4 rounds. That's up to you. See how it goes after a couple of rounds and if you want to go all the way to 5 rounds. But we're starting with 20 alternating single leg RDLs with just 1 dumbbell or 1 kettlebell. Balancing on 1 leg, shooting the hips back, keeping the leg as straight as possible, going to about mid-shin level and shooting back up. Then you're alternating the leg that you're standing on. Trying to keep that leg back and stand it back up. So you're doing 20 total of those, 10 on each side. Then you have 10 side-to-side lunges again with the dumbbell, getting your feet out wide and trying to point the toe out just a little bit. You're going back into that squat, trying to keep the chest up, stand it back up. And again, you're gonna do 10 on one side and then 10 on the other side. Then the last movement is 20 glute bridges. If you have a bench to put your arms or shoulders on, you could do that. Otherwise, we're going from the ground, laying all the way back, coming up for about 2 seconds and releasing back down. You could play with your leg movement. If you keep them in tighter, you're gonna work more of the outer glutes. If you put them out wide, you'll work more of your inner legs. Or you could keep them neutral, hip width apart. That's up to you. 20 of those, and then you rest for about a minute, and then you're gonna do that over again. So that's the first part. You can also scale that by doing all of those movements without weight. If that's just not possible for you at this time, that's fine. Then for the workout, there are 3 different options. So you're gonna pick one of the options. The first one is gonna be the hardest option, starting with 80. This is a 12-minute AMRAP, trying to see as many rounds and reps as possible for 12 minutes. Starting with 80 lateral hops over the dumbbell. So you have the dumbbell side to side just like this, and you want to try not to jump behind the dumbbell, you're trying to jump over it. So keep the legs together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to have 80 of those. Then you'll have 60 air squats. Pushing the hips back, going all the way down to parallel, standing it all the way back up, squeezing the glutes at the top to make sure you get the shoulders up over the hips. 60 of those. Then the last movement is 40 shoulder to overhead with the dumbbell. So that could be strict press, that could be push press, that could be jerks. You can use your legs, so dip, drive, 1, 2, 3, switch arms as needed. That's the first version. The next version is gonna be 80 lateral hops over a line. So you can get anything to mark off a line, and you could hop over it. 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. Starting with 80 of those. Then you have, again, 60 air squats. Still the same standards. And the last one could be 40 shoulder taps. So you're getting into a plank position, keeping your glutes tight, core tight. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the second version. The last version is going to be the easiest version of it. Still 12-minute AMRAP. This time it's only 60 line hops. The other option for this one is that you could step over. If hopping is not accessible to you, just step over the line and you'll do 60 of those. Then you have 40 air squats. Still trying to get all the way down to parallel. If you need to scale this by sitting onto a chair or sitting onto a box, you could do it that way. And the last option is 20 shoulder taps. Again, from the plank position, if you need to, you could go from the knees. Still getting that shoulder work. All right, let us know if you have any questions.